Hello and welcome back to another exciting session. My name is Mahesh Karia. You're watching me on YouTube now, and today I'm gonna take you through the RESTful API with Kotlin using Spring Boot and MongoDB as a backend. So without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So you have to have few things available before proceeding. One editor, I'm using Intellij. You can use STS as well. Spring Initializer will be using this instead of the normal initializers. OpenJDK, from here you can install your JDK. So jdk.java.net/archive, you can install the version. I'm using Java 16. After that, you can set up your Kotlin as well. From here we'll be using this Maven repository.com for installing the dependencies. There are lots of ways, but this is very beginner friendly video, so I'll be using the proper steps, that so you will learn everything from scratch. So, and Docker I'm using for installation of MongoDB. You can install MongoDB directly inside your system as well, or you can use the cloud hosting plans, whatever you want. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So yeah, I'm going to use this start.spring.io, where I'll be using Gradle project. I'm using language as Kotlin language, and this 2.4.9, and I'm using Java 11 jar file. This is my REST API. The name of my group ID is io.mahesh. Okay, I have this two dependencies you can add from here, search for web or whatever you like to prefer. So I need these two dependencies for now. We'll add the required Maven dependencies after that. So simply hit here on generate. It will install the you will get the normal zip file from here. So you just need to extract this zip here. Okay, so okay, I got my REST API folder, where you just need to install this IntelliJ first. I'm using the educational version, so you can click here on download and you can download. I'm using this one, the educational version for teaching. Okay, so this is free, no need to worry about anything. And after that, simply double click on settings.gradle, so it will automatically open. Otherwise you can right click on here as well to open with the IntelliJ. Okay, so after that, okay, trust this project, sure. And after that, it will take some time to grab the dependencies and all, so we'll wait for that till then. So okay, we can do one thing. Its build is successful. Okay, so now we can go here inside main. Inside you can see here Kotlin folder, and just click on this REST API application .kt. kt means Kotlin, of course. So this is very similar to your Java. The as per Kotlin, you can reduce your code up to 30%. So it makes sense. Both are statically typed languages. There is no difference between. I haven't found the major difference between Kotlin and Java, but it's good to work with Kotlin. Okay, so now I'll just click here on start. So it will take some time to start, I guess. So till then, we'll search for the Maven dependency that I'm looking for, which is Springfox. So you don't need to install Postman. So simply hit Springfox boot, I guess, and here you will get. You can use this Maven repository for getting your packages from here. Otherwise, there are lots of ways that you can grab your dependencies. It's all your choice. So I'm using this Springfox boot starter. Okay, click here, and it will open. You can open your version from here. I'm using this 3.0.0, and in here you can choose this. You can see this Gradle Kotlin. You just need to grab this thing, just one line, and after that simply paste your line here inside your here, you can say. So this is it. And after that, you can see the icon over here. You just simply need to reload your packages. So click here, and it will take some time to reload the packages. And till then, we can see the further things, like just simply right click on your this package and create a new package from here. So let's go to the package and create the models first. You can name it entities or whatever you like to prefer. After that, I'll be using, these are just folders. Okay, so after that, here need to write controllers. Okay, after that I'll be using repositories, and you can use like service layer as well, but I'm not going to use service layer. Okay, in here you just need to hit here Kotlin class and name it like this will be my user model, so simple user, nothing else. And inside controller, simply right click here, create Kotlin class user controller. Okay, inside here repository, simply right click, and this will be our interface, so simply user repository, and this will be my interface, which will be similarly extended by extends. What happened? It's fine. Okay, this is not Java, sorry. So you can use Mongo repository over here if we get the suggestion. We are not getting suggestion. Okay, this one, Mongo repository, simply click here, and this is very similar. Like here you need to define your user model and the primary key, which will be type of string that will create. Okay, okay, this is it. So now I need to create this thing, so alt enter, simply hit alt enter, it will automatically import the package. And after that, here you just need to write document, annotate with document, so it will it's fine, I guess. After that, here you just need to create your var variables, which is type of variable, and the first one will be id. Just need to write like this, which will be you can annotate with id. Okay, so this is my primary key, which is id, var name, var email, then I'll be using var password. This is it, I guess. Nothing else is required. After that, we'll go to the repository. Repository is fine. We'll go to the controller. Inside controller, you just need to annotate with the REST controller, and you can use the request mapping as well here, which is required, by the way, because we are using the Springfox. So request mapping, so you need to define the path here, like /users. This is my the path, and every other function will automatically concatenate with this route. So here I'll be using the normal my gate mapping. Before that, I'll be using the user repository, which will be type of user repository. Okay, so you can use this thing here as well, like you don't need to write this here, because I'm using this feature where you just need to write val private user repositories colon user repository. So this is it, I guess. Okay, so you need to write val after private like this. So this is it. Now we'll proceed with the our gate mapping function, the very first function, where I'll be using slash only. In here you just need to use fun variable function, where this will be my gate users. Okay, and you can define the type, the return type here. Like for now, this will be a list of users, like this list of user, you can say, which will get from the models. And after that, return type will be simply user repository dot find all. So this is it. Okay, we will use that response entity as well. So response entity dot okay. So you can wrap this thing inside here. It will automatically provide the status 200. Okay, and we'll wrap this thing inside response entity. Okay, so this is the perfect way to return your result. Okay, after that, here this is also a gate mapping, but we'll be using get by id over here. So instead of list of user, I'll be using simple or single user over here. Okay, and this is not find all, this is my find by id. Find by id, where I'll be using id, or else we'll get the null value, I guess. Okay, and here I need to pass the path variable. This is my path variable, so you need to write like this. This is my path variable. Okay, which is id, and type will be string, like this. Okay, and in return we'll return the single user. This is it, I guess. Now we can go for post mapping. Instead of it, I'll be using post mapping here. In return we'll return the single user that we have just created. So here I just need to pass the request body. Okay, like this, which will be a normal user, and type will be user. Return type will be same user, and here inside here we'll just use the save method, and here you need to pass your user. This is it. After that we'll be using the put mapping, where we'll be using both the things, id as well as user as well. So from id we'll get the user first, and we'll use the same path variable that we have just used here. I can grab this from here as well. And now return type will be user as usual, but before that I need to first find the old user, which will type of user. So old user. So we'll be using normal var here. Var. One more thing I'm missing here. Every time that we are using this user repository, we need to use dot this variable. Okay, so here as well we'll be using dot this, here as well, here as well. Okay, now we can search for the previous user from the id. Okay, like this. Same, we got the previous user. After that we'll just use the normal methods, like you can set name equal to user dot name, old user dot email will equal to user dot email, and we can say old user dot password will equal to my user dot password. So this is it. After that you just need to save again and return the user. The last one is to delete. Okay, for delete the process will be similar, like this. So you can grab this from here to here, name it delete mapping, and okay, path variable required as usual. Return type will be string, I guess, because we'll just return the string, the id. This user is deleted, or to prefer. In here I'll be using delete by id method. So let delete by id, this is my string, so you don't need to, just need to return here id. Okay, in here I'll be using this thing. So the name that I have to this is delete user. Okay, this is my put user, we can say update user, and the last one is the post user, we can say the create user over here. And let's go for get. So this is the single user, so I'll be using get user. This is my get users. So this is it, I guess. Now we can go to the resources where I'll be using the you can create a new file or you can rename it as well. So we'll be using uh, application.yml file, okay, where I'll be using a Spring Boot Spring Data MongoDB host 127.0.0.1 for the local host. Port will be default port 27017 that will create. I haven't created the container yet. And the database that will be using test database repositories will be type of auto, so it will automatically create your repositories. So this is it, I guess. Now you need one more thing, which is Docker. If you have Docker available inside your system, then it's fine. Otherwise you can grab your Docker from here. Okay, just go to docker.com and install Docker for your system. Okay, so you just need to click here on get started and follow the process. Okay, so I already have Docker available inside my system, so I'll simply open my terminal. I'm using this Windows terminal. You can grab this terminal from web store, okay, or your Microsoft store. So here I'll be using docker -- version to check whether my Docker is there. After installation, you just need to verify first. After that, with the one command we can get started with the MongoDB, like name of your container, my MongoDB or my Mongo or whatever you like to prefer. After that, I'll be using in detach mode. I'll publish this thing into 7017. This is port of my laptop, and 27017, this is port for that container, the virtual container that we are going to create now. And the name of image will be Mongo. So this is it, I guess. Just need to hit this thing, okay, and it will automatically grab Docker. It will automatically grab your Mongo image from the Docker hub, and this is run command, okay. So docker run -- name, sorry. So it will automatically get the Mongo image. If you don't have it for the first time, it will take some time. So I already have this Mongo image available, so it won't take that much of time for the second time. So yeah, now we can get started with MongoDB. So you can install this plugin. I have this NoSQL Explorer that I have installed from here inside settings, I guess. Sure, let's see that. Okay, inside here you can see the extensions, I guess, plugins. Okay, in here you just need to search for MongoDB, okay, and you will get this Redis simple. So you just need to hit this thing first time, and once you get this thing, after that inside here somewhere I have found. Let's go here, let's click here, let's put your MongoDB CLI path. I don't this, I can click here. We'll be using MongoDB, okay, and here I just need to label it local Mongo, we can say. The rest of the things is fine, no need to change anything. And yeah, this is it, I guess. Apply, okay, and yeah, got this thing. So you can see the test DB is there already, so it's fine. So now we can just start the server. Let's go to the main file. Inside here I have this, I guess. Okay, so yeah, now we can start my Spring application. Click here. So yeah, it's taking some time to install something, I guess. I'm not sure. So we'll go to the localhost colon 8080 first, and make sure to use /swagger/ui/ okay. So once you, if everything is working fine, then we'll get this thing. So everything is working fine, I guess, for now. So we'll go to the user controller, we'll go to here, and we'll try this out for the first time. Let's see what in return we are getting. This single entry, because I already have created this before, so that's why I'm getting single entry over here. Otherwise you'll get the null entry. Okay, empty array. So try this out. Let's try this out. I'm removing my id from here. I'm using my email. I'll be using mahesh@gmail.com. It's not my official email, and it's maheshkare is my official email. So yeah, here I'm using Mahesh. Password is mahesh@123, let's say, and simply hit on execute. If everything is working fine, then you will get the result over here. I'm not able to see id, but if you go here, okay, side here, execute this one more time, you'll get this id over here. I have just created this thing. Grab this thing, and we'll go to the find by id. Okay, just paste your id here, execute this thing. You can see the single, in return you will get the single object. Okay, and here input method I'll be using this id first, plus I'll be using the same object that I have just used here. I'll grab this object and we'll just put some changes in the object. Let put, I'll simply use at symbol. We'll get to know that everything is updating properly. So in here you can see the data is updated, and if I go here to delete my data, I need to put my id that we have just used over here, and here just need to put your id. Click on try it out, put your id and execute this thing, and you can see in return you got your id. It means data is deleted. And if I go again inside get users, it means the data is still there. So let's see, this one is nothing, I guess. Let's try this again. Execute, search this thing once again. In return we are still getting, means it means the delete is somehow not working properly. Let's go to the delete, this dot delete. Okay, so the thing is the id got replaced, I guess. So we'll grab this id again, we'll try this thing again once again. Here I'll put the same id, I'll execute this thing and refresh the get users again. So you can see this one is deleted. So thank you very much all of you guys for being with me, supporting me all the time. It's been pleasure to be here. Please let me know inside comment box what you want from my side, and please subscribe my channel, want learn. Please like this video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.